And now, your Storm Team 18 forecast. Weather from where you live.
All right, taking a look at the radar, you can see that it's nice and quiet here in Indiana, but out to our west towards the Great Plains, they're dealing with quite a bit of severe weather right now. And as you take a closer look towards them, you see some severe weather taking place across Kansas, Oklahoma, and even down into Texas with some tornado warnings indicated here, the red boxes and the yellows indicating all the tornado watch boxes that extend all the way up into Missouri and even Arkansas at this time. But for us, for tonight, expecting a nice night in advance of our coming system, as those storms out in Oklahoma and Kansas will be coming our way for tomorrow, unfortunately, and again, bringing in that severe threat for some storms by late tomorrow morning and into tomorrow afternoon. But again, for tonight, a nice night. Temperatures dropping down to 55 degrees by tomorrow morning, with temperatures ranging from 50 to 59 degrees when you do wake up tomorrow morning. But for tomorrow, expecting a stormy day. It's mainly during the late morning to early afternoon, and again late in the evening towards the overnight hours into your early Monday morning, as we'll have a round of storms around the noon hour with temperatures already around 70, and by late in the day temperatures hovering in the 70s with some more storms possible by later on in the day, which will be your greatest threat for severe weather, which I'll get to a bit later. But temperature wise, looking at 75 to 80 degrees for tomorrow afternoon. Now looking ahead to that severe weather threat that I was talking about earlier, we do have a severe threat in place for the entire viewing area. Regardless if you're in the yellow or an orange, we do have severe weather possible for pretty much everyone here, as the level 2 slight risk in the yellow indicates that we do have that risk for some damaging winds, large hail, and the lower end threat for tornadoes, hence why the majority of the areas underneath a slight risk rather than enhanced, as down to the south they have a slightly better chance for seeing tornadoes, just a little higher threat, 5% chance of tornado, with damaging winds and large hail also being the main threats of tomorrow's storms. Now going ahead towards tomorrow morning, we have those clouds increasing in here, and by tomorrow afternoon we'll be watching a line of some strong, potentially damaging line of storms moving into our area, as this will be our first round of storms, which will be bringing in a wind threat with it as it does slide into our area. And this one will bring in quite a punch again as it moves through here pretty quickly between, looks to be about 11:30 and maybe even 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. But then by 3 o'clock, it's pretty much all gone and we'll be left into a quiet period. And during this quiet period is when we expect the atmosphere to recover from those early afternoon storms. And the thinking is that if we do get a lot more sunshine, that could lead to, unfortunately, more severe weather. But if we do get a lot of cloud cover, that can inhibit our development of some storms later on in the day on Sunday. But this model shows quite a bit clearing coming in here by Sunday evening, and already seen some isolated storms developing by late in the evening. That'll continue into the overnight hours into Sunday, as this model shows a line of storms developing out to northwest by late Sunday evening, and shows it moving through here overnight into early Memorial Day morning, which is quite a stark contrast from our thinking earlier if the storm's actually coming in here Sunday evening into Sunday night. But it looks like it'll be more of an overnight threat as of now. But again, that can change based on the models and based on how things go with Sunday's storms. So overall, expecting a quieter Monday with a couple more showers in the afternoon behind that system. But again, make sure you do download their Storm 18 app to get updated on any watches or warnings that do take place during the day tomorrow, and especially again tomorrow evening into tomorrow night with the stronger storms. And after again the stormy Sunday, a couple storms Monday for your Memorial Day, 72 on Tuesday, 70 on Wednesday, quite nice, and then temperatures staying in the 70s for the rest of next week.